What does the Positive Parenting Program provide for a family? I've been asked that. I'm going to answer that for you today. I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins, a positive parenting expert. And if you're tired of the chaos and craving more peace in your home, you're in the right place, and this program could be just the ticket. Before we jump in, just consider for a moment that there are other contexts where this might be important for you. Not only does this help you in your home and family, but think of the people that you lead and the ones who are looking to you for an example. How could this help them? Peaceful homes start with empowered parents. One of my friends and colleagues in the positive parenting space here on YouTube is Nicolene Peck. And I remember Nicolene telling me once, calm voice, calm face, calm body. Meaning, if we as parents have those three, a calm face, a calm voice, and a calm body, we can handle anything that comes up in our parenting. This sets the stage for a culture within the home and sets an example and a model for the kids that is absolutely powerful. One of the things I've noticed as a professional psychologist is that when mom is smiling, kids are thinking, sometimes worrying, because they're wondering what you know that they don't. They get a little nervous. It's like, oh, should I be aware of something? When parents are in control, kids actually feel more secure. Let me share a little of the psychology behind this, because when kids are little, they realize that they are vulnerable. They know that they depend on their parents for absolutely everything that sort of magically shows up. Even having a pillow or a meal to eat is just given for most children. Well, the parents know that that's not free. They have to go out and work for that to obtain it. But for the kids, it just shows up. So for kids to feel safe, they need to know that there is someone in their world who is bigger than, more powerful than, wiser than they are. And I'm convinced that sometimes kids' behaviors that test parents are just for that, to test their parents. Just to see if this big, powerful person really is big enough, strong enough, powerful enough to keep me safe. And so when kids are pushing buttons and parents lose their cool, some of the psychology that's happening is, oh my gosh, I'm only 4 years old and I can tip this big person over. What's going to happen when the really scary stuff comes in? See, they need to know that you as a parent are in control. That's why it's so important to have a positive parenting plan that allows you to stay in control, that allows you to not get tipped over. And I know it happens from time to time. I'm not here to judge you about that. I just want to call to your attention the importance of getting your own stuff in a pile so that you can show up in a way that secures your children. And this creates a more powerful, calm, peaceful family culture. In the coaching programs that we provide, we focus on responding, not reacting, on being intentional and purposeful about your parenting, and not simply trying to put out all of the fires as they emerge. This creates a ripple effect of calm and cooperation throughout the entire family. Let's go back to that word that I've mentioned a few times now, culture. And we talk about culture in terms of our communities and our countries and even our businesses. But what about within a family? What is the culture of your family if you were to describe it to someone outside of your home? And what if that description could include words like calm, loving, peaceful, supportive? Do you like those words? A positive parenting program intentionally applied can create that kind of a culture within your home. When that's in place, both parents and children feel safe, connected, and emotionally supported. If the lights are already going on for you about how this could make a huge difference for you and with other people that you know would appreciate having a shift in their family culture, would you just take a moment to share this video with them? And click the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we've got other resources ready to come your way. One of our most popular videos here on the channel is how to get your kids to listen without yelling. Maybe you've already seen it. So many of the parents that I've worked with over the years feel badly about having yelled at their kids. But you know, that comes from frustration. When we don't know exactly what to do, when we feel desperate, sometimes we'll end up yelling. And there's a little trap there, because oftentimes when we yell, it gets someone's attention. And if our kids aren't paying attention to us, that's an immediate reinforcer in the parent's mind. Oh, the yelling seems to work. But over the long run, it's a trap. Yelling is actually a reinforcer. Now I'm talking about behavioral psychology. Reinforcers increase behaviors. They don't decrease them. So even though it gets your kids' attention really quickly, they're more likely to do whatever you yelled at them about in the future. Well, that's a trap, isn't it? It's kind of like that old saying, bad breath is better than no breath at all. And if kids are doing it for attention and you're yelling at them, that pays them off. It becomes a reinforcer. Most of us as parents would rather do something else. Not the yelling and screaming, not the losing our cool and feeling guilt and shame afterwards. What if we had effective parenting techniques that would allow us to keep our calm and to approach our children in a more intentional and loving way where they actually learn something and they choose to cooperate? Now, is this just a pie-in-the-sky idea? No. This is what we actually see as the outcomes for parents who become very intentional about positive parenting programs within their home and family. It's not magic. It's not luck. There are principles that determine all of life's outcomes, and they are available to you to change the culture of your family. So do you want to take the next step? I'm not going to leave you hanging. I've got your back. Go to the URL on the screen right now, drpauljenkins.com/parenting. And that's where you can jump on to the next free positive parenting web class that I will provide for you. We'll go a little deeper into what it means to put together a positive parenting program for your family. Let's see if we can shift that culture to one of peace and love and support. Are you with me?